All eyes on Doge. Big run up. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here on a Friday afternoon. We're starting early because we just had a big dip. Just had a huge dip in the price of Dogecoin down below 16 cents. And now we're trying to figure out, was that the dip and we're going to recover, or are we going to do a little double dipping going on? We're talking hunting high and low. That was from Bitcoin because we had Bitcoin running up this morning up to 1065 and then dumping all the way down to 1025, 106 to 102 there. That's where the big hunting was going on, taking out the shorts, taking out the longs. I'll show you that on the heat map, what happened, because that was a pretty big move, up and down, pretty big move. And the other news is, I think I'm just going to keep StreamYard. I'm back on StreamYard here. And it just, people were complaining about the volume and I couldn't get it all to work with the microphone and the videos and the screen. And I just like, I'll just go back to this. And plus it's easier to manipulate back and forth and around, and just going full screen like that can do that very quickly. Hey, everybody. How's everybody going? I'm good. And we go back down. So, yeah. So we're just going to, plus I just made like $2,000 on Neura Labs. I actually was up $3,000 and then it retraced like 30%. And now it's coming back up too. Wild trading on Neura Labs, if you're into that Neura Lab thing. Wild trading. But I was just holding through. So anyway, the profit on that pays for StreamYard and more. So I just figured, what the hell? I'll just stick here. And so, yeah, see, and right, I can hear you now. And I can put people's comments on the screen, like some were asking, instead of having the rolling comments and all of that. So we're just going to do that. So, hey, MB, how are you? I can hear you now. Yes. And we'll have some other fun during the stream here as well. So, yeah. Hello, Ismail, over in Holland. Boom. It's the book of meme. It's just not been doing well. And Jasmine was getting close to coming down to a penny. Let's see where the dip came down to. 118 for Jasmine. I think I'm going to buy some Jasmine if it does actually go down to 1 cent. I may actually do that. Boom is one of those that I actually lost money on. I just bought it the wrong time. That's all. I bought it the wrong time. Stupid trader. 0014. Yeah, this is just, it's been pretty weak. I have no faith in this thing recovering. Not Boom. Boom might do all right, but I think there are better memes that will do better than Book of Meme. I'm not going to get duped into Book of Meme. I'm just not going to do it. Just not going to do it. But for those coming in, we're going to be watching the Doge chart here and see whether Doge does a double dip here below 16 cents. Kind of have a feeling it will. We'll talk about the negativity, kind of what's going on in the world, and why why the dump we had today. So we'll talk about that as well. 15.8, well, 15.7 was the target, Joe, and it didn't quite hit it. Didn't quite hit 15.7, so that could still be in the cards. That could still be in the cards. So I'm going to start with this. I mean, look, the United States sending more warships to the Eastern Mediterranean. What are we doing? Are we going to get involved in this thing? Is the United States actually going to drop bombs on Iran? That would not be good. So people ask me, "Hey, Kriss, did you buy on the dip?" And I'm like, I'm kind of want to let this play out over the weekend here. I think if the US does something, the crypto market is going to tank. There's going to be a big black swan. And so again, the cash I made on the Mega swing trade, and then I did a GameStop swing trade, that piece, that chunk that I have sitting on Robinhood is there in buying power now. And I'm just keeping it there. And I'm just waiting. I'm being patient this time. Otherwise, I would have already bought. But I just kind of have this feeling, and I'm just like, I made money. I'm just going to let it ride through the weekend and see what happens. Are we going to have a bigger dip? So that's why I didn't buy today. I'm just like, let me see what happens. Let me see what happens. So, so we had that, and there was also an earthquake that hit in Iran today as well. So poor Iran. I mean, I feel bad for the people of Iran, not the government of Iran. I don't feel bad about the government of Iran at all. I feel bad about the people, right? That's who I feel bad about. First, yesterday, as we reported, they can't access their bank accounts. The banks have shut down. They can't get their money, which is why we crypto, right? So our money is safe away from the banks. And then today there's this earthquake, and it's just like, so I feel bad. I feel bad about that. So that's kind of the big news that's kind of there. And then there was this other thing about, there was one of the Fed commissioners said something about interest rates maybe being dropped in July. And it was just like, what? And so that, of course, on Bitcoin, we had this big run up in Bitcoin up over 106.5. As I had tweeted last night, if you guys were watching on my Twitter last night, this is what I tweeted or posted on X, as the case may be. Up to 106K to take out the big shorts, or down to 103K to liquidate big leveraged longs. What's the next move? Looking at the heat map, we had all this up at 106, and we had all this down here at 103. Of course, we had looked at this yesterday on the live stream and had identified both 106 and 103, the shorts or the longs. And then, as I posted earlier today, the answer is both. The answer is both. Bitcoin spiked up to 106.6 to take out the shorts and is now sweeping down to 103.6 to liquidate leveraged longs. Hunting high and low, right there. Hunting high and low, which, for those that don't know, and you know how I am, right? You know how I am about library, huh? Let's see. We'll get to the right spot here. I don't want a copyright strike. I don't want a copyright strike. But I do have this part I need to play. Hold on just a second. It's coming. That's it. That's all I can do. No, can't play that one. No. Can't play that one. That'll definitely get a copyright strike. So that was from the 1980s. That was a band called Aha. They had a big, huge hit called Take On Me. The album was called Hunting High and Low. And that song, Hunting High and Low, was just something that was in my head. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that. For all you Gen Zers and Gen Xers and Yers who don't know great music from the 1980s, right? It was just my thing. I just had to do that. Now, I hope I don't get a copyright strike because of that. Hunting High and Low. So, yeah, they took out the shorts and then came down, took out the longs. Yes, Take On Me. Perhaps one of the coolest music videos ever. Absolutely, DB. That was awesome. Very, very cool. So that's what this was about. These are the market makers. They're just playing games, guys. They're playing games. I mean, why did Bitcoin go up like this? Doge didn't. Doge barely moved this morning, but Bitcoin definitely went up, took out the shorts, and then this afternoon or late this morning dumped and took out the longs. Does it? Hunting high and low. And it's not you or me that are doing the hunting. It's the market makers who work for the exchanges that take out all the leverage because they don't want you to win, or those like James Wynn kind of guys. They want them to lose. So James Wynn becomes James Lose. He's still betting on Bitcoin to go down to like 95K. And I'm like, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think it's going that low. But so that was the big move. And we got this unsettling, geopolitical thing out there with Iran, Israel, United States, what's going to happen there. And we have our friend Crypto Rover saying, hey, look, altcoins are about to explode. History is repeating. Let's go. And I'm just like, yep. So you end up with all these guys just making all these super bullish like charts. Like, yep, forget all of the stuff going on in the world. We're just going to go to the moon. And I'm just like, oh my God. But yeah, that's what we got. The Doge Fear and Greed Index has moved from 46 down to 44. Still neutral, but kind of on the lower end of neutral now. So getting close to fear, but not there yet. Not there yet. Still on the lower end of neutral there. That's the Dogecoin Fear and Greed Index that we cover here on this channel. Not the Bitcoin Fear. We don't care about the Bitcoin Fear and Greed. And we want Dogecoin. So we do that. But then we get this article, the Dogecoin price. This is the same chart pattern that preceded Doge's 2021 pump and is flashing again. 2021 pump. Is that coming? The historic technicals and fundamentals are all lining up for a rally. And we looked at this one yesterday, but now it's in the news because this guy is like, is this really what's happening? Well, guess what? This major support line right there that he had, busted. Already busted. Because we went down below 16 cents. So major support already gone. This is not happening. As I said yesterday before today's dump, I'm just keeping it real here, guys. You know that, right? You know that. I just keep it real here. Oh, but we're not done. Guess who's back? Our friend, Dima James Potts. Dima James Potts We haven't shown him yet. Guess what he did today? He brought out his old rainbow chart. Dima James Potts has bought out his big rainbow chart again. And I'm like, what? $10 Dogecoin. Dude, $10 Dogecoin. We had $4, we had $5. Remember, we had $200, right? $10 Dogecoin. He says, I still believe once Bitcoin closes above its all-time high on the weekly time frame, I expect Dogecoin to begin its parabolic surge toward new all-time highs, with a projected cycle top forming around the final week of October. I agree with that. I agree with that part. That makes sense to me. However, as more time passes, the model continues to refine itself, producing increasingly reliable forward guidance. And you look at the chart and you're like, what? Because he's got these points up here, like from $10 up to $70, where the white arrow is. It's pointing to $70. And he says $10, but it's like, so I'm just like, yeah, right, $10, exactly, Maxim. Exactly. $10. Yes, Eric, I did. And these guys just don't stop. It's just like, oh, we're just going to bounce off support and move up. And I was like, yeah, no, that's not going to hold. But someday in October, we're going to get up to some big price. It's not going to be what this guy says here in June. This move is going to happen, but October is what Kriss says. And then we're going to be talking about, like, when do you know the top is hit, right? When is the top in? And to that I say, when all these guys, right? When you get all these guys making Dogecoin videos. As soon as you see this, you know it's time to sell. It could be right around October 20th. We're right after that. Because all these guys here, all these guys, they're not going to make the Dogecoin videos until we've peaked. And then they're all going to be on the backside of it. So as soon as you start seeing all of these Dogecoin videos, you know, all right, it's time to start taking profits. Right? Because how many of us are making Dogecoin videos now? What, there's like 3 or 4 of us? You know it's going to come. Exactly, Maxim, right? If the Jim Cramer effect. If Cramer starts talking about Doge, then yeah, you know. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. And it could be, yeah, right around October 20th. Ryan, Lucifer, Raiden, we all decided, right? We all decided. Spencer, you're in Disney World and you're watching the stream while you're in Disney World? That's cool. 15.7 is the target there, Spencer. 15.7. Ah, DB, the Lost Caution movie. Wasn't that an awesome movie? Flies by. If you've got a 2-hour, 45-minute long movie that flies by, yeah, you know it's good. Great movie. Great movie. Tragic ending, of course. Tragic ending. Yeah, so we got that reference done. And then yeah, so what happened on the exchanges today, right? Well, in the past 24 hours, we've had $470 million in liquidations because the hunters were out, right? The hunters were out big time, which of course you can see on the heat map. Hunting high and low, folks, hunting high and low. Came up, took out all that leverage, and then dropped down here and took out all that leverage. They got the shorts and they got the longs today. That's what happened. Yeah, DB, right. I have not found a Chinese movie that did not have a tragic ending. Yes. They all do. Even the big, like early dynasty, like big fighting movies. They're all tragic too. Yeah, we've seen a bunch of those. 16-cent baby, LFG. Well, let's see what the Doge 3-day. Yeah, it took out all of those leverage longs on the Doge chart on the 3-day, all the way down. Aesthetic thinks 15.1. Oh, that's your limit order. Okay. So you're thinking it's going to drop even lower than 15.7, down toward 15.1. We'll see. We will see where that falls. But yep, that was, again, Doge didn't come up like Bitcoin did. And so all of these shorts are still safe on Doge, and those people who made those short bets are making money. They're making money right now. You and I aren't making money right now. Well, I'm still making money on Neuralabs. So the Neuralabs is right here. So this one, still making money on this one. So I bought here 2 days ago. This morning it was up to 22, and I was targeting 24. I was within, boy, it was close. I was really close here. It had almost hit 23, and I was within like 4 or 5%. And then it dropped 25%. And I was like, damn, I was close. But hey, we'll see how Neuralabs plays out. I'm still in this. Bitcoin is now hanging at 103.1. Not showing a V-shaped recovery right now. So it looked like there was the initial drop here down to 102.3. Some people bought that up, but now it's looking like it's not done yet. Bitcoin is not doing a full V-shaped recovery right now. So that means we still could see Doge dip back below 16 cents. Frankie, it all depends on what the catalysts are, what's actually happening, what's happening with Bitcoin, what's happening with the Doge actual utility. At a minimum, we're back in the 30s, probably 40 cents. That's my minimum for October. And we'll see on those dips, Spencer, 15 cents. I mean, that's in the cards now. Obviously, we just hit 15.9, 15.8 earlier. And I mean, if there's a huge bit of news that, all of a sudden, the United States is at war with Iran, markets are not going to like that. So the markets will not like that. So that's what we're watching for. Ethereum was up here at 2,500, doing great. Dropped all the way down to 23.69. Now just over 24, but it looks like that's not going to hold on ETH. So I think it's going to drop. So we are not out of the woods. And the Pepe did gain a 0, drop below the 10 line. So it's down here at 0.9669, and may drop even lower. And so Pepe is one that I'm looking at possibly swing trading as well. I think, again, just one of those things, right? Just one of those things. People ask Kriss, why aren't you trading? I say, well, I'm going to be trading. The stocks, stocks are like mostly in the red, except for Megal. Megal is not dropping. Megal is still in the green. So not able to open a new swing trade on that one yet. But GameStop is down. AMC, of course. Oh, and we were going to look at, here, let me get out of this. So we can get it on the big screen here, right? We've got to look at KULR. Pepe's good for swing trading, King Arc. Yes, it is. KULR. Yeah, this is the one that is going to do a reverse split. So yeah, it's still around 84, 85 cents. So we did the math on this on Monday. It's going to do a 1 to 8 reverse split. So it will start. Well, let's see if it's 84 cents, which is now because it went down. I wonder if that guy who had this is actually selling it. 0.84 times 8. So that means it'll be $6.72. And I said, yeah, it'll probably drop down to $5. So KULR is one that we're looking at. And then and Megal's in the green still today. It didn't drop. GameStop is down, and I gotta zoom in here. Sorry about that. I was way zoomed out. There we go. Yep. So not good for GameStop now, but again, I'm out of my trade on that. And then someone was asking about AMC, and AMC is fighting to stay above $3. But look at this. It's just, they call this barcoding. It's just in this very tight trading window here. Barcoding. That's AMC. Right at $3. It's like pegged to it. So, yep, but yeah, Megal is up today. Low volume. So we'll be checking in on more of the stock stuff. Oh, you're on SBET, Maxim? Yeah, we looked at this before, right? SBET. Yeah, SharpLink. This is the company that is all in on ETH, right? all in on ETH. Yeah, it took that dump last week and it hasn't recovered yet. It's just been going sideways since that dump last week. Dropped it below $10. That, I mean, from 30 to 10, ouch. And now it's just going sideways. People are buying this like you are, right, Maxim? But it's not moving. Not moving much. So we'll see how that plays out. Hey, Sean, the market is not calculated by the buying and selling, but caused by the shorts and the longs. It's a combination. Sean, it's a combination. Because you can get like huge positive news where the buying will overcome what the market makers can control. That happens. Likewise, if there's negative news about something and the selling hits, the market makers may be in a position where they're trying to keep something up, but the selling can overcome that. Again, it'll be because of news. So it's a combination of the news, either positive or negative, versus the market makers, shorts and longs. That's how I view it. What's the quadruple witching? Do we have a quadruple witching going on today? Yeah, I don't really follow that. I mean, there are certain trading vehicles where you have to like close different things by certain dates. And I guess today's one of those days. If that's indeed the quadruple witching, I don't really follow that stuff. Pepe at 06. You know, it wasn't that long ago when Pepe did touch 06. It was right here in March. And for those keeping score here, that's 0.000006. I think that's what you mean, right, Trix? 506. I think that's what you mean. Yep. It'd be nice to see that again, wouldn't it? Yeah, touched it again here beginning of April. But I mean, the chart looks like it's headed that way. It's not. This is not a strong looking chart on Pepe. Your vanilla personality, Matt. Pepe's at 969 now. 969. 1575, Christian says, on Doge. We didn't quite hit that. What did we get down to on the dip? 1584 is as low as it dipped so far. 1584. Hey, what's up, Red Bull? How are you? I got the new chat message thing going on with the window here. I think that works pretty well. What's going on with the amazing dips, right? A lot of weakness. A lot of weakness. Did I miss anything up higher here? I think I got everything. Mother Goose got here on time. Don't have to scroll back. Awesome. Forks, it makes you worried if I'm not buying. That's not a problem. It's not a problem with Doge. It's a problem with the market. It's not anything particularly about Doge. It's the market. This retrace here, I mean, look at ETH, right? It wasn't just Doge. It's following the market. ETH down 4%, Doge down 4%. A war just affects the market, Matt. It doesn't affect Dogecoin. It affects the market. Markets don't like uncertainty, fighting, war, uncertainty. People will dump risk on assets. Stocks will go down, crypto will go down. That's all. Nothing specific about Doge. It just wouldn't be good for the markets. Usually they're pretty short, though, in this day and age. It isn't an extended down thing, but it's sort of the immediate reaction. That's when you want to be ready to buy on those dips. That's when you want to be ready. Nura is recovering here from a big sell-off. A lot of the sell-off here on Nura Labs was probably those that got, did pre-sale and were waiting for a certain price. And then when the selling started, it sort of cascaded down about 25%. I'm in that trade. That's why I keep showing it. I'm in that trade. If you had bought Doge down here on the dip, you'd be back up 2.5% on just that right there. Rate cuts in time for the M2 global money supply 80-day lag. Yeah, I was with Doge, I was looking at like 110-day lag, and it was lining up better, but I get it. Yeah, RR, we mentioned that earlier. There was one of the Fed chairs or commissioners made a statement about possible rate cut in July. That's all it was. Doesn't mean anything. Hey, Christian, everything you're pointing to in the fall looks more and more promising. Wasn't ready to accept it, but now I can totally see what you've been saying. Yep. It's all winding up for the fall. God, it better go up in the fall now because I've really put my neck out on the line on this, haven't I? I mean, I really put my neck out on the line for the fall 2025. Big run, right? So if it doesn't happen, man, you guys are going to be all over me. It's going to be vicious. But you said, I'm just like, hey, I'll probably have an excuse of why it didn't happen, but I'm trading that. That's what I'm trading. That's what I'm putting all my money on. Buying on the dips in the summer and then making money in the fall. I'm all in on it. So if it doesn't happen, then I'm not making money. I'd rather make money, right? I'd rather be on the positive side of that trade. So there will be dips, June, July, and August. There will be dips. It happens every summer. I'm going to be buying on those dips. Hey, Nick, when is it going to end? Forever and ever and ever bearish. I told you, the fall. We're now in the choppy summer, and we're going to have dips. And today is another one of those dips. 5% isn't bad. We've seen a lot worse. If the U.S. decides to help Israel, we will see tasty dips. Yes, Christian, we will. And just the hint of that today caused this 5% dip in Doge. MB, you bought a bag of Doge and Pepe, but left more powder for a deeper dip. That's a good way to do it. How does the branding affect its adoption? Positive and negative, Matt. There are some who just will never see Dogecoin as a legitimate, serious project because of the meme. But at the same time, it's very accessible, and you get a lot of new traders coming in. Oh, look at the dog, right? And it's fun. So it's a bit of a mix, I think. I think we're going to dip lower, Red. Hey, we always do. Until we don't, right? Eventually. Is this that time yet? I don't think so. Things with Iran just never end well. They just never end well. So I'm waiting for that. You're welcome, Nick. I love all the letters next to your name. Got a lot of them there. You're a member of the ACC? Kidding. Matt, I can only tell you that's what I'm putting my money on, okay? How confident am I? I'm just like, that's what I'm putting my money on, is that Doge and crypto is going up in the fall, but particularly Dogecoin. And that's where I'm putting my money. I'm confident enough that that's where I'm putting my money. Okay? There's no certainty to anything in the future. You don't know what's going to happen in the future. No one knows. What's going to happen tomorrow? I don't know. But I've seen enough patterns of trading between the summer and the fall, looking at 4-year cycles, looking at everything. It's just that's what I think. 87.3. Isn't that nice of you, Ron? I think that's what Matt was looking for. Exactly that, right? I want a number. There you go. That and $1 will get you a cup of coffee. You're an executive at Maine Semiconductor Manufacturer. Awesome. Cool, Nick. I see that pattern too. The pattern's there. I'm trading it. Hey, I did pretty well so far, right? I predicted the big pump at post-election, right? Remember that? A year ago, we were buying on the dips, the big gift in August, last September dip going into October. And I was like, this thing's going to run. And that's what we started talking about, taking slices, taking profits, right? We did that. It's setting up again this summer to be something similar. We always have dips. July, August, and maybe even beginning of September might have one last dip. It just happens every year. Got plenty of dry powder, Red Bull. I've got a good amount. I'm in one trade with Nura. But I'm waiting. Yeah, the Megal dip. I know, Bill. It's not dropping. Megal is not dropping yet. $1.74. It's green on the day. Megal. It's not dropping yet. Waiting. Aesthetic reminds everyone to like the stream. Thank you for the reminder. Christian, do you predict the future? Eric says, good for you, Muffin. You agree, aesthetic? Fall will be very good, but now, well, you've got your 1512 limit order. Maybe it'll hit. Maybe it will hit. Yeah, Matt's question about Dogecoin branding. You worry about it yourself, but that's a good point. Again, it is based on a meme, but you got Elon liking it because of that, right? Elon's like, hey, I like memes. I like dogs. And then you look under the hood and you find out, God, this is really good cryptocurrency. The code is really good. Blockchain is there. And you're like, God, yeah, this is really good. Hey, Spencer. Another Dogecoin fan of myself. Why stick to it over ETH and Bitcoin? Am I crazy, or me wanting to stick with Doge is okay? Well, when Doge runs, it outperforms everything. And you just wait on those runs. Over the long time, normally you would have Bitcoin and ETH be slow and steady, but ETH hasn't been that. Bitcoin has. But, ETH is lagging, so a lot of people are loading up on ETH under 2,500 because they think ETH is going to go on a run, but Doge will outperform them all when Doge goes on a run. And that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for that next big Dogecoin run. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. I don't know, but it just seems to happen. And there's big things coming for Doge. So, what would be a good limit order? Eric says 10 cents. Are we going to have alt season? No, we're not going to have the big alt season like we've had before. I've talked about this before. Not going to have the big alt season like we had before. So if we go to Bitcoin dominance, and you just see it keep going up and up, right? Bitcoin dominance. It's continuing up. We look at the weekly on Bitcoin dominance, right? Just keeps going up. So we zoom out and we go, well, look what happened in 2021, right? Bitcoin dominance was up here at 73%, and it dropped all the way down to 39%. Boom. That's not going to happen this time. I don't think that's going to happen because now we've got those big spot Bitcoin ETFs. We've got all the institutions, big companies, banks, governments, all buying Dogecoin. All buying Dogecoin. I mean, Bitcoin. So they're all buying Bitcoin and they're not selling. What happened back in 2021 was retailers flipping their Bitcoin for alts to make more money on the alt run. This upcoming bull run in alts, we're not going to see that huge drop in Bitcoin comparatively. Now, will we get down to 50%? Maybe. But right now, it's not even looking like that. So I don't think there's going to be a true big alt season. But hey, that's just me. I mean, we had that run in November, right? And Bitcoin dominance went down 10%. That's it. Bitcoin dominance only went down 10%. November, December. People aren't selling their Bitcoin. That's just what's happening. July and August were up 2017 and 2021. I haven't looked out at those years yet. Probably not both months, though, would be my guess. 2021, July was negative. August was positive. And then September was back down. 2017, July was negative. August was positive. September, negative. Okay? So, not great. Not very convincing. So that's what we're up against. Sean, why did you buy Doge recently if you knew the fall it would go down more? No. The fall is going to go up, right? I'm buying on the dips so that I accumulate through the summer on the dips, because in the fall it's going to go up. That's my thesis. Okay? Aha, guess what, Doug? This is not OBS. I went back to StreamYard. Fooled ya. Yeah, I just made a lot of money on Neura. So I decided, because I was having problems with the volume of the mic versus the videos and the screen, and I couldn't get the chat to show, and I liked being able to click on people's chats. So I just went back to StreamYard. And so I'm buying another year of StreamYard. So that's what this is. It's just easier. It's just easier to run it through StreamYard. OBS has a lot more functionality that you can customize, but if I can't get the volume thing figured out, I mean, everyone's complaining, oh, the volume's too low, and I'm just like, ugh. So I just went back to StreamYard. And so here we are. Hey, Tats, how are you? 3 years ago, I got paid for the first time in Doge at 6 cents. That's awesome. That is awesome. Totally forgot about it in my Doge wallet, and now it's worth $1,985. Isn't that awesome? That's the power of Dogecoin. That's the power of Dogecoin. You buy it or you accept it at a low price, and the value goes up, as opposed to the dollar, right? You get paid in dollars, and what happens? It continually goes down in value. Day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year, the dollar inflates away. So instead, why don't you accept Dogecoin, right? And value goes up. Peak will go on its own runs. Actually, Peak was doing well today. Strange as it was. Peak is up in the green. Little up and down action, but overall more up. So yeah, Peak is having a green day. Now, it has gone down a lot over the past couple months, so it's about time for it to recover. I still hold it. I still hold my Peak. It's just not worth as much anymore. Haven't given up on it. I just hate to sell things for a loss. To the moon. Yes, feed. Hey, Enrique. The dips got me thinking about going to Plasma Center for money. Been holding it for 4 years. The Plasma Center. How much do you get for that? It'd be cool if they gave it to you in Doge, wouldn't it? Yes, I accept Dogecoin. Yeah, chaos. We hit 15.8, 1585. So, you know, it took out all that leverage. A lot of long leverage trades got taken out. And there's not a huge bunch more where it's going to dump down and take out more. So at least not on the Doge chart. Bitcoin still has some lower long leverage down lower, but right now Bitcoin's looking like it's bottoming on the day here. Thank you, Adam. Remind people to like the stream even on choppy red days. Thank you. Circle. Unbelievable IPO. Post-IPO trading on Circle has been incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah. $242 now. Up another 21% today. Crazy. For all the people that were shorting it, you got wrecked. You definitely got wrecked trying to short this stock. It just keeps going up. Unbelievable chart. But this is a stock. Look at that. This is a stock. And it's just up, up, up. Eventually, you're going to think it's got to go down sometime, right? It just keeps going up. That's just crazy. Pump. Well, Circle stock, definitely. It's just a never-ending pump on this stock. Bear market until the Santa run. That's not my narrative. You're not. It's October, dude. October. And then we'll see what happens. Hey, Billy, you got into Nora? Uniswap was easy. Yes, it was. It was. There was a bit of a sell-off today. Bit of a sell-off here on Nora. But then more people buying it back up. So I'm still up about 1 ETH from where I bought. Is that right? Yep. I'm still up 1 ETH. I was watching it this morning and I was like, God, if it gets up here to 24, I'm probably going to sell. And it didn't quite make it. Just about hit 23. And I was just like, ah. And then it dumped 25%. It was like, damn. But that happens. but I'm still in it, and it still looks like a great project, and that's just trading. Could Circle go to 1,000? I know, it just doesn't stop. Yeah, there you go. We'll start in October and then go into December, right? The Santa rally is typically a smaller rally right around Christmas time. Just to clarify that. Danny wants more dips. That was a nice one earlier this afternoon. That was a nice one. $15.85 on Doge. And Bitcoin dipped down to 102.3. What else was moving today? Anything? Kaya, Gate, Say was still going up. XTC, BitGet, Toncoin. That's about it. What are the big losers in the top 100? SPX, Sonic, Fartcoin. Oh, a lot of people were thinking Fartcoin was going to keep going up, and it's just not. It is big sell-off for the smelly one. Big sell-off on Fartcoin. And there's the Pepe dip. I might be tempted to swing trade Pepe if we see a little bit deeper dip. I might be tempted. Hey, David, how are you? Thank you, Bill. Thank you. Yep. Sometimes those heat maps do forecast the future. And this one did. We were just talking about that yesterday. I was like, yep, had big target all over it. And the market makers did not disappoint. Right. They did not disappoint. 2 years into retirement, I'm not that far away, David. I'm not that far away from giving up the work thing and then just doing this full time. I'm kind of looking forward to it, but I still love what I'm doing. Got another building in design. I'd like to see it built. I mean, I got into architecture to build buildings, not just design them, but to actually get them built. And I want to see it built. So, do I wait through 2027? We'll see. Yeah, Tron did flip Apothecary. Yep. Tron did flip Doge. Doge will get it back. But we did mention that the other day. Justin Sun has been like hobnobbing with the Trumps. And so for the week, Dogecoin is down 7%. Tron is up 1%. So there's your difference right there. And if you say, oh, 7%, that's horrible. Well, Cardano's down 8%. Hyperliquid's down 15%. So 7%. Did I see the House of Dogecoin's wallet address? They did post it, and I I didn't care enough about it to go look at it, but they did post it. I didn't look at it. Dogecoin, it's showing some recovery right now. I was kind of expecting it to come down again for a second dip, and it's not. House of Doge. I don't know whether they posted it or it was a reply. I think it was a reply, and that'll be impossible to find because they do so many reposts, and I'll never find it. House of Doge wallet address. See if that comes up with anything. It's all my stuff. Nope. Nope. Yeah, I don't. It'll take a while to find the wallet address. That ain't it. Somebody else's address. Oh, here we go. Found it. We can look at it together for the first time. It only has 9 Dogecoin in it. It's received 10 million Doge, and it has sent out 10 million Doge. So they just sent out 10 million Doge today. Is that why you're asking? Because you knew this happened today? That was you, Aesthetic, right? Did you know that, Aesthetic? That they transferred their 10 million Dogecoin? I wonder where it went. $1.7 million to this wallet. So now it's sitting in this wallet. 10 million Dogecoin. Well, we're going to have to watch this wallet, see what happens. I don't know whose wallet this is. This is the thing about blockchains, though, is you can follow the money, right? You can follow the money. Was this on X? Were people posting about this? 10 million Doge got transferred to a different wallet. This was a new wallet, and this is its only transaction, is this 10 million Doge coming into it. Wow. Okay. Just X that out. Start again. Because they had been receiving like a lot of Doge. Oh, it was the initial 10 million that they bought right there. And other people were sending them Doge. 69 Doge, 4.2 Doge, 6.9 Doge. One of these was me, right? Which one was me? I don't remember. I remember doing it. DNX. No, that's not me. Yeah, there's me. That was me right there. I sent them that. 6.9 Doge. That's right. I remember now. I did find their wallet before, and I sent them some Dogecoin that they now have. Bill, you're booking your flight for Boston already? Dogecoin going to retest 16.4. Could be. We'll see. Is that truly resistance? We'll watch that. Is the widget to accept Dogecoin only available on WordPress? Yes. It's only on WordPress. You have to have a WordPress website. Parwies, I'm well. How are you? New leverages? There's always new leverages. Always new leverages. Let's see what we got. More shorters. A lot were shorting on the way down earlier this afternoon. Not many long leverage trades. So that signals to me people aren't believing this recovery. They don't believe it. Not with Doge. Hardly any new long leverage trades on Doge. More shorters. So they don't believe it. I think they're like aesthetic. It's like 16.4 resistance. It's going to hit that, bump its head, and it's going to go lower. Shorters are in control right now. That's what that looks like to me. Okay, so what's your effing problem, Eric? I'm really getting tired because you're just clueless. Get annoyed with people like you. So for your 15-12 limit order on Doge on Robinhood, the price actually has to hit like 15. Yeah, exactly. Oh, you retracted your message, but yes. See, I can see your message. You retracted it, but yes. It'll have to go probably down to 15 for your 15.1.2 to hit. Yes. But yeah, that's the heat map. Definitely. There's not a lot of leverage longs on Doge. It's not much. The futures are all coming in on more on the short side than the longs. Yeah, did they say anything about it? How did you see that it was transferred? Did somebody else make a post about it? I miss a lot of posts. I can't see everything. Kind of a big deal. 10 million Doge, right? Gets transferred. It's like, whoa. No, Eric, people can buy Dogecoin and the price can go up before the ETF is approved. So, right. Dogecoin isn't based on institutional buying. It never has been. It's always been the people's crypto. So when the people start buying it, the price will go up. That's what happened last November, December. That was not institutions buying. That was the people. The Dogecoin ETF will just help that. So that's what that's about. Caitlin, you want to swing trade? Can you refer any resources to learn how? You just hang out here. That's it. We talk about it all the time. Buy low, sell high. What else do you need to know? Watch the news, watch the markets, watch the leverage trades, right? It's all that. And we do that all right here every day. There aren't other resources. We're hitting 16.4 there, aesthetic. We're right there. We are right there. It's looking strong. Bitcoin is moving up almost to 104. If Bitcoin goes over 104, Doge will be at 16.5 cents, 16.5. So that's what we're watching right now. Step by step, Caitlin, you just got to follow along. I mean, you've been buying on dips. Awesome. You buy on dips. If you've been doing it with Dogecoin, then when Dogecoin goes on a big run, right, and you want to take a little profit, you take a little profit and use that as your swing trading stash. You wait for it to dip again, if that's how you want to do it. There are many who don't do that ever. You just buy and hold, and you wait for the big runs to happen, which, as I've been saying, I don't think it's going to be until October. Yes, lower fifth. We talked about it. Most of it is fear of United States getting into this war with Iran. That's kind of a trigger. So, going to see how that plays out. If the United States gets into a war with Iran, we're going to have a big drop in crypto. It's not good. Not good. We are, though. We'll see whether we really are. So far, we've been helping to defend Israel, but we have not struck anything in Iran yet. Yep, 16.4, big resistance. And there we are. Bounced off it, dude. Right there. Do we want to ask the Magic 8 Ball about the war? Do we really? I don't know. I don't know about that. What was the last Magic 8 Ball question? Wasn't it dropping below 16 cents or something like that? And it did. Magic 8 Ball is pretty smart. Magic 8 Ball is pretty smart. Oh, the other one out there is the 100K Bitcoin. That's right. That's the other one. Magic 8 Ball said Bitcoin would drop below 100K. So we're waiting for that. Yeah. one of the Federal Reserve, was the governor or commissioner, whatever, said possible cut for July. But you know what Chappelle said, right? We need to see the data, right? So that was a little premature for him to say something like that. There are some governors or commissioners who don't think there'll be any rate cuts for the rest of the year. So yes, that was it. Bitcoin dropping below 100K. Yeah, that was the last 8-ball question. My thinking has been all along that we won't be at war with Iran. I'm losing confidence in my belief. Ugh. We will have a super sale. Kmart blue light, flashing light, right? Yeah. It can happen fast. It can happen fast. That's why many use limit orders. You have it all set. So if there's a flash crash, you don't have to be watching the exchange and the market at the time. Your limit order will hit. The Walmart rollback. Ugh. Elon needs to come in, Lower Fifth says. We need Elon. Ugh. Kmart had good ham sandwiches? Did they really? Kmart ham sandwiches. Are those like the Costco hot dogs? Kmart ham sandwiches? I can't remember the last time I was at a Kmart. Long time ago. Yeah, Christian, I get that, but the United States is like the world's police, right? And if that country is really getting close to making a nuclear weapon, and they're a country who believes in jihad and like, I mean, they just no second thought of firing it off. That's bad. Yeah, he pushed the TikTok can down the road. I think he's going to do the same with the tariffs. It's just like, why even bother making deadlines when you're just going to delay them even more, right? Do I remember Amy's store? I don't know what Amy's store is. Supposedly, Israel said they have tech to take out nuclear sites, just would take longer, more effort without the U.S. bunker buster. Yeah, but the U.S. doesn't want to do that. So for the Kmart, the town has a huge Polish community, so they did the Crocus ham. Huh. Right. The threat of what Iran's talking about is bigger than Israel, but Israel would be the first target, right? And so that's why they took action. Ah, yeah, Christoph is here. Is DB right? Kmart's? I don't know. I can't remember the last time I was at a Kmart. Decades ago. Decades ago. Nura is still just kind of hanging out at 1732. Boy, that was a big pullback. Ugh. Dogecoin might flatten out here. Bitcoin got rejected. It's not going to 104. Christoph says, I'm driving. Hold on. Yeah, I'll have to look into this House of Doge, Dogecoin wallet and the 10 million Doge that they bought. Transferred to another wallet. Because that's like kind of a big deal. I mean, they could be doing it for security reasons. It's a lot of Doge. Ah, Christoph. So you pulled over in order to let us know what's really going on. The Polish side of things. You guys. I'll let you and DB talk about that. Am I willing to return the post visibly at the bottom of the screen? I'm doing it. There it is. Ask and you shall receive. Exactly. So yes, I am now referencing the chats on screen. Hey, Victor, how are you? Lance, how are you? Welcome back. The dingus, exactly. It's like, did you say dingus? BTC's going to 104. Let's be positive. Yeah, it will, James. Eventually. Just right now, it's just not showing. Not quite showing that move to 104 right now. We're wondering whether there's going to be another dip, James. That's why we're talking about it. The question is, are we going to have another dip so that people who didn't buy in on the dip that happened earlier this afternoon are going to get another chance? I think there's always going to be another chance. We just don't know if it's going to be higher or lower on the dip. But right now, this seems to be like, is Doge going to revert back and be back in the 15s again? And we were just watching Bitcoin and seeing what Bitcoin was doing. Bitcoin turned red on this 15-minute candle, but Doge's is still in the green. So little difference there. Hey, Jason, how are you? You'll see I went back to StreamYard, and now I have all of the chats visible here. Just a lot easier to manage. A lot easier to manage. Eric, I see what you wrote before you retracted your message. I see that on my side. I'm not contradicting myself. I buy on the dips. Not annoying at all. Not what I say. But you, however, are annoying. And I think there'll be dips in July and August as well. I didn't say it would be lower than this, though. I didn't say that. I said there will be dips, but not necessarily lower. because we don't know what's going to happen between the price now and when the dip happens in July. So you take advantage. You buy on the dip here, and then you buy on the dip in July. It might be more, might be less, but there'll still be a dip. You have some more money available, you buy more on the dip. And then you do the same in August. There's a logic to it. It makes sense. These people get it. You don't. That's what I'm saying. But you've got some negative thing in your head that's just keeping you from accepting what I'm saying. So the retest was successful. It was a thing of beauty on the, particularly on the Bitcoin heat map. Hunting high and low. Took out all of that long leverage and then, or took out all these shorts up here and then dropped down and took out all those longs. They got them both, high and low. Yep, coleslaw, it's going to be a choppy summer. As I've been saying, the summer of chop. So pay attention if you want to buy some more on the dips. But other than that, you can go take a 2-month holiday. Right? You could just take July and August off. You have my permission. No, you should still check in. You should still check in. Yeah, what's up with that Circle stock, huh? Yeah, we looked at that. Look at that. Just up, 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 up. It's even up higher in after hours. It's already up 1.3% after hours. Still going up. That's crazy. This is just a crazy stock. Well, if you weren't shorting at 200, are you shorting it at 240? A lot of shorts getting wrecked on Circle. Because everyone who shorted it around 200, nope, you got wiped out. That's crazy. All because of stable coins? I mean, really? Stable coins? Do you see Bitcoin ripping higher if Iran throws up the white flag? Yes, I do. Markets will like that, but Iran's not going to do that. Too much pride and just their way, their philosophy. They're not going to do it. Trump said they should surrender, and they said, yeah, we're not going to surrender. I'm still holding Nora, Lucifer. How about you? Boy, I was tempted this morning. I saw it up here over 20, and I targeted 24. I was within 5%. I was within 5% there, Lucifer, of selling. And then it dumped 25%. You're holding too? Yep. Still holding. I think it'll still go up and it'll go higher. It's a great project, but God, that would have been a great swing trade, right? 25% drop and you buy back in. But it didn't quite hit my target. But yeah, still in the green. On a day where everything else is down, Nora's up. Even despite the pullback. How low will Doge go if US starts hitting Iran? Yeah. That is a good question there, boss man. That's a good question. I think we'll see some big dips. Back to 13 cents probably. Just in, Bloomberg raises approval odds for Dogecoin ETF to 90%. Well, it should be 100%, right? Should be 100%. Waiting for Meggle to $1.10. I was saying $1.30, right below, like $1.29. That's where I started buying last time. But it's holding up at $1.74, $1.71 right now. And I'm just like, wow, that is showing some strength on Meggle. Yeah, it ended at $1.74. Aftermarket $1.75. So as low as it got was here on Tuesday at $1.46. And then huge green candle. Somebody bought a crap ton of Meggle stock. And the price just went up. Huge buys right there. So I don't know. I mean, the chart doesn't look like it's going to drop back down to $1.29 right now. I don't see that right now. So we wait. Oh, Doge 1642. You were up 65%, thought about selling half. Yeah, I was right up there. I was up about, I thought 75, 80%. And I was just like, just hold on a little bit longer. It was really moving this morning. And then big sell-off. Other people thinking like me, but they sold before I did. Only the Magic 8 Ball knows. Exactly, Danny. It's exactly right. Only the Magic 8 Ball. Yeah, so we were looking at these monthly charts and we're just like, 8 years in a row, June has been in the red. And it's not looking good for this year. Presently down 14.9% for June. Not looking good. So that'll be 9 years in a row. June has been in the red. July's a mixed bag. We could see red June, green July, red August. And then have a banger of a September, October, November, like we did last year. That'd be all right. So yeah, we'll be watching that. Got 10 more days before my July price prediction video. You just got a sneak peek. Red, green, red. Peanut. Haven't looked at this one in a while. Up 3% today. Yeah, so it looks right after midnight my time. Peanut took off and then it sold almost all the way back. 15% run there. And then just dumped it all back. 13% of it dumped right back. That's a swing trade right there, right? That's a swing trade. Peanut. I can't believe this is still a thing, but all right. All right. Bitcoin just doesn't want to go to 104. Not right now. Come on. Let's see some more million Nura purchases. Buy, 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 buy. Come on. I may be a little partial. Hey, Donnie. Happy Friday. Exactly. 69 likes. Oh, now we're 70. Somebody blew it. Appreciate the likes. You got caught up at work and cashed out a peanut a bit late. I know, it's tough, right? A half squint. I'm patient. Let's see this make another run. 24 is my target, Lucifer. Then I will be able to exit with 4 ETH. I want that 4 ETH. Yeah, ETH is it's kind of following Doge and Bitcoin right now. If we don't go to war, will that trigger a rally? Only if Iran surrenders, as somebody asked earlier. If there's still this threat or idea that there still may be a war, then no, there won't be a rally. And I just don't see that happening. Not anytime soon. So, kind of a tough situation. Tough situation. Oh, this was an interesting thing. At this was a very interesting post for today. Where was this? It was this morning. I posted a lot of other things too. This. So there was a big data set of password leaks. And somebody did an analysis of 4-digit PIN numbers from that data. And here's what they determined. The most used PIN numbers. The most used PIN numbers by people are their birth year. See the bright yellow across there? So this is 1960 through like 1985. It's like boomers and Gen Xers like use their birth year. The brightest dot on this entire thing is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the brightest dot. 1, 2, 3, 4. All of these bright yellows here are their birth date and month, day, or month, or day, month, or all those. There's 4, 3, 2, 1, which is a bright dot. And then there's this diagonal line, which is people using the same two pairs of numbers, like 85, 85, 70, 70, 60, 60. Pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. So if you're using 4-digit PIN numbers, don't do those. Don't use your birth year. Don't use anything related to your birthday or month or whatever. Don't repeat numbers. My code is 666. Yes, Lucy. So if you did 6666, you'd be right here. 6666 be on this chart right there. Actually, you know what? There's a bright white. That's pretty close to 6666. What you want to do is you want to find one of these black ones that nobody has ever used and use that. That's what you need to do. Oh, that was pretty interesting. I saw that and I was like, that's a good post. And that's for people to remember. If you're going to use a PIN number, don't use one of these in white or yellow. Right? Right, Donnie? It's just like, use something else. But I thought that was a cool graph somebody put together based on that data set of leaked passwords and PIN numbers. And they aggregated it all together and they came up with this dot plot. It's like, that's pretty cool. And 0000 is on here too, and it's almost white. 0000. Same with 9999. 6969, Doug. 6969. Maybe. Yeah. When is the 4-digit PIN number going to go to 18? I have to go change my PIN. I'll be right back. I know. Just, hey, Yuli, how are you? You just say you got out of ETH? I took 2 of my ETH and I traded it. I swapped it for Nora tokens. And so I'm in this right now, which is a Nora, which is an ETH token. And I got this on Uniswap. So I swapped 2 ETH for 4.2 million Nora tokens, of which I'm up still. Not as much as I was this morning, though. There's a big sell-off this morning. I'm still up 55%. But I was up this morning like 85%. And it dumped a little bit of a sell-off happened. I still have another couple ETH on PayPal, I think. But this was ETH that was in Coinbase. So I just moved it over to Uniswap and I bought that. Kind of interesting. I'd never bought anything on Uniswap before. Is Nora going to go to 100 million? It hit 20 million earlier, so it would do a 5x from there. Over time, maybe this fall, like when everything else, right? I don't know what the plans are for this, the app, and when are they gonna launch on Apple iOS? Are people really going to be using this app versus other exchanges? And I don't know. Q4, like everything else, right? You just got to wait. Patience. It's like, you know, people complaining to me, why didn't you buy on this dip? It's like, because I'm being patient. Do I think there's going to be a deeper dip? I think it's possible. And I'm not ruling that out. So I did not buy on the dip this afternoon. I did not buy on the dip this afternoon. You've been waiting 600 years. Lucifer. I did not buy into the Circle stock. You did, Isaac? Awesome. No, IPOs, I mean, there's like 1 in 100. 1 in 100 IPOs do what Circle did. What was the other one? Charm, right? Or Chime, I mean. What did Chime do? Yeah, this is what IPOs typically do. This is Chime. IPO'd on the 12th. This is typically what IPOs do. That is what I thought Circle was going to do. So I didn't buy it because I don't buy IPOs. Look at this. Because people were asking a couple weeks ago, how about the Chime IPO? You're going to buy that? And I'm like, nope, I don't buy IPOs because this is typically what happens. Chime launched at 38. On launch day, it went up to 44, and now it's at 29. That's typically what happens for stock IPOs. So I did not buy Circle. Hey, you can't win them all, right? But congrats to you. You got 7 shares. Good for you, Isaac. That's awesome. From $50 a share to $240. That is awesome. Almost a 5x. So I did a 4x on Tesla. I bought Tesla at 110 and I sold it 432. That was pretty good. But yeah, if you got this at $50, are you going to take profits? Where do you think the top is, Isaac? Or are you just going to keep holding it? That's the question. What are you going to do now? Now that it's up this high and you're in that much profit? Maybe sell a couple of them? What do you do? Ryan was here earlier, Lucifer. You missed him. He was here earlier. Exactly right. The old Steve Miller quote. Oh, Ryan didn't leave. Ryan is still here. He's just lurking. You've been lurking for an hour. Well, your friend Lucifer wanted to say hi. Yeah, Donnie, the Steve Miller Band. Take the money and run. Exactly, right? Take the money and run. $270, is that your target? Many are aiming for 300. Well, based on what happened with me with Nura today, go for the 270. Because I had my eyes set on 24. I still think it'll go back up there, but we're still very early in this thing. People are buying it. It's not just a big sell-off. I'd be patient. I'd be patient. You had a work call during a KrissPax live stream. Hey, look, there's a cat. Hey, Pax Cat in the house. What you doing, buddy? All right. See, not a green screen. Not a green screen. You gonna jump? Yep. You know you can do it. Imagine the Doge. Yep, a lot of love for the Pax Cat. I know, buddy. Rumor has it Nora is going to do a triple inverse unicorn. That's awesome. It's not Taco Tuesday. It's Taco Friday. We typically have pizzas, but I didn't make any pizza dough. So I don't know what we're having. Am I in any swing trades on stocks right now? Nope, I'm in between. I've got cash sitting there waiting for a big dip. Whether it's Megal or GameStop again or something else. I'm waiting. Dogecoin will do a triple Lindy. Whatever that is. I get the feeling Ryan owns a taco truck. Work call. Exactly. Maybe he had to take a big dump after eating all those tacos, right? That was the work call. Hey, you know, busted. Yeah, we're all human, right? Hey, you know, everybody's got to poop, right? Everybody. Rodney Dangerfield. Yes. Back to school. I remember that. Vaguely. Vaguely. Ah. Bitcoin's showing a green candle, but Doge's is red right now. Can't make up their mind. Can't make up their mind. I mean, earlier today, we looked at all kinds of things on the charts, right? We always have the bullish, like Crypto Rover saying altcoins and alt season is coming. Who knows? And we had our friend Dima James Potts is back with his rainbow chart, where Doge is going to go anywhere from, who knows, right? At least previous all-time high to $10 to $70. Hey, Beijun, how are you, sir? Welcome. Here, I can put you up on the screen now. Everybody say hi to Beijun. 5 days in a row. Oh, but Charlotte, that's my friend Beijun. He just 5 days in a row, he's come in here and posted Dogecoin is dead. So that's cool. But hey, Charlotte, glad you could join us. I did start a little early today. And you're coming in a little late. We already had the cat on the screen about 5 minutes ago. Your cat was here on the ledge and he jumped up onto the furniture. You want to see him? Want to see your cat? Get the camera. You ready? You see him? There he is. He's up there. I can't pull it any closer because of the wire, but there he is. What you doing, buddy? Hey, what you doing? He's up there. Hey. It's got an itch. How, yeah, I'll look at him. What a funny cat. How dare you starting early on the days I work? You worked until 9. Ah, well, there, you just saw the cat. Barring news events, looking at charts, do you think there will be a newer test at a lower low? Yes, there will be a newer test on the lower low. I do believe. Not riding back to 20 cents anytime soon, unfortunately. I just think there's still too much uncertainty in geopolitical events. Hey, Charlotte, here he is. There you go. There's your cat. Hey, buddy, say hi to Charlotte. Hey, say hi. Say hi. She's right there. There it is. He's right there. Hey, bud. Say hi. See, that's the problem with this cat. He never does what you want him to do. Never. Troublemaker. How can you be sure? I'm not sure about anything, sci-fi. It's all educated guesses. There's nothing sure about anything that happens in the markets. There's nothing sure. But I'm betting it, right? I did not buy on this dip because I think there's going to be another dip that's going to be deeper, and then I'm going to buy. And will that be the bottom? Will there not be another dip lower? I don't know. Maybe there will be. But I'm betting on there being a big run in crypto in the fall. So I'm going to buy in on the dips through the summer. So. So Beijing, you've been holding Doge since December 2023, 1.7 million Doge at 8 cents. Sad now, but I will still hold Doge. Wait for the ETFs. That's probably a good plan. Yeah, didn't take any profits last December or January. Like a lot of people. I get it though. So we wait. We wait. Yeah, I'm not buying more Circle. I'm going to buy in the dips, not the rips. Is it over, Francisco? You lost over $250,000 in profits. I actually lost, well, I can say I was down from the peak on like $1 million at one point. And it was just like, what? That's crazy. It was like almost $1 million. And then it went back up. And I was like, wow. Pax Cat secretly runs a cult, and we're all his unknowing followers. Yeah, he just left the office. He's gone. But hey, he was there. He was there. He'll be crying when he can't come down. No, he jumped down. He knows how to do it. He knows. Aesthetic, you think Dogecoin will break 15.8 low? Yeah, it's looking like it. Could be tonight, could be sometime this weekend. Speaking of this weekend, you know, I'll be live tomorrow with a premiere of a new KrissPax video. A new KrissPax video is premiering tomorrow on Saturday. So if you arrive late to the stream, it'll be at the very beginning. And then we'll probably play it again sometime during the stream. And then I have a couple other fun ones as well that aren't as good as this one. But I was playing around with some others, and we'll play those too throughout the stream. Again, a new special Saturday stream. What time am I thinking of starting? Probably around 3 o'clock Boston time. So what is it, 5 hours or 6 hours between you and me? So that's either 8 or 9, depending on whether you're 5 or 6 hours ahead. Do you work till 9 on Saturdays? Oh, it's perfect for you. All right. Well, we will definitely schedule the stream around your schedule, Charlotte. Perfect time. All right. Yeah. So you'd be 5 hours ahead. Yeah, we're in the we're in our daylight savings. So yeah, we added an hour to our clocks back in March. And of course, Christoph quit his job so that he could watch the Saturday live streams. For president, Francisco, president of what, right? It's like, what am I being president of? Oh. Too much money flooding the markets. War, protest, all distraction. Not right now. There's some big money in certain spots, but overall, it's summertime now. Not big money. Not big money coming in. The KrissPax food channel. We'll talk about food tomorrow. That's on the menu, right? It's on the agenda tomorrow. The Saturday live stream. We will talk about food. Of course, Doug is reminding Beijing, it's just a paper loss. Not a real loss until you actually sell. So you wait, and you wait. Or Francisco's, yeah, lost over $250,000. Yeah, you didn't lose it unless you sold. Learning to code. Good luck with that, Krista. President of the House of Doge. I don't know if I really want to hang out with those guys. I don't know. They like big fancy cars and bourbon so far. Like, I mean, nothing wrong with big fancy cars and bourbon, but those are their partnerships so far. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Different distractions that don't have anything to do with the price. Well, unfortunately, if U.S. enters war with Iran, that will have something to do with the price, and the price will tank. So, manufacturer manipulated, some of it is, but not something like that. A news event like that will cause people to sell. President of the US, yeah, I would never. No. Live stream outside with burgers on the grill. Maybe someday. Maybe someday. That's okay, sci-fi. You can disagree. I get that. But we've seen it before. A big shock news thing, and we'll see a sudden dip. Miss the 15 cents. Well, you may get another chance. You may get another chance this weekend, maybe tonight. We'll see. I still think that's in the cards. Trump gave Iran 2 weeks to make an agreement. So that just delays the uncertainty for 2 more weeks. That's not good for the markets. Burgers. Yeah, I may do another patio stream. Will it have food involved? We'll see. That could be kind of fun. The 2-hour chart, draw a line at 16.4. Sure, I can do that. Ah, look at it. I see what you're looking at, dude. I see that. Look at that. That's pretty strong there, isn't it? You got that tail there on that wick. You got the tail on that wick there. And now we just wicked up. Came up just a little over it, but yeah. Charts don't lie. Absolutely. I don't typically look at a 2-hour, but that one, that's pretty strong. That is pretty strong right there. What was once support becomes resistance. It's the same thing over and over. Yeah. Now you're singing some Stevie Nicks there, Lucifer. Was that Christine McVie that sang that one? That might have been one of Christine's songs. That might have been one of Christine's songs. You don't think so? No? Let's see. Let us see. We have the power to find this out. Who wrote Sweet Little Lies for Fleetwood Mac? Christine McVie. That's the winner. Christine McVie. As soon as it was playing in my head, and I was like, yeah, I think that's a Christine McVie song. Yep. Credited to Christine McVie and her then husband, Eddie Quintella. So that is a Christine McVie written song, Those Sweet Little Lies. Thank you, Doug. I know my stuff. These 27,000 Doge with 21-cent average cost. I know, but you're making it on Circle, dude. You're making a lot on Circle, like you said. Donnie, I hope you're wrong. I've seen in my time following you that you are often or never wrong. I'm expecting a dip and now adding more margin to some dumb leverage trades. Oh, good luck with the leverage trades. I just don't have a lot of confidence in the market right now. Don't have a lot of confidence in the market. And the charts don't lie. 40 cents to $1, October to November. Frankie, that would be awesome. We would love it. Got to see how the momentum starts picking up early September. Those Doge ETFs getting closer and closer. Going to be a little hype around that. What's the House of Doge going to do between now and then? And is Elon the wild card, right? All of that still to come. And also, X money, even though we won't have Doge on it, if it launches, that'll be bullish for Doge. Doge will spike. Just the anticipation that one day Doge will be on there. So, edutainment, exactly. This is the place. No, Lucifer, there's no have-tos here. When you feel good, you just do what you do. Cores, a crypto mining stock called Cores. Never heard of it. It must not be a very big company. It's not one that they auction. Talk about. It's Core Scientific. Oh, they were at the Bitcoin conference. I remember them. They were at the Bitcoin conference. It's kind of been drifting down here for the month of June. At $11. Oh, but it was down lower in April, well, like everything else, right? $7. So 7 to 11. What did CleanSpark do that same time? CleanSpark went from 6 to 9. So it's doing better than CleanSpark. CleanSpark is one that I watch because I was swing trading this last fall and looking for another entry, but it's not really moving as much as Core. But at this point, I'm kind of like, just buy crypto instead of a crypto mining stock. I don't know. I mean, Riot and Mara, last cycle, way outperformed Bitcoin. If you got in at the right time. And maybe some of these will be like that. Maybe. Aftermarket, not much happening right now. Let me zoom back into the 15-minute chart here. Yeah, we just touched that resistance line on Doge. Hey, 60, how are you? It's kind of meh in here right now. It's kind of like the Doge Fear and Greed Index, which is just neutral. We got some think it's going to go down, some think it's going to go up, some think it's going to chop, just chop through the summer. So that's about fair. You already own Mara? May I? I know that's a different question, Lucifer. I like that one. Always happy to give away Doge. Always happy. And on the bright side, Isaac says, when we hit that lovely fall, whether my 21-cent average won't look too bad. That's what I'm thinking. Donnie says, we're going to give out some memberships if we get to 100 likes. How about that? I see 84 right now. If we get to 100 likes, there's going to be some free memberships to the KrissPax channel. Rally in August, JJ? Not typically. Not typically. Our Augusts are typically, well, the last 3 have been red. 2021, we did rebound from after 3 red months. We did rebound with a green. So I would say if we have a red July, if both June and July are red, then maybe we'll have a green August. I would go with that. Same thing happened in 2017. Red June, red July, green August. So, yeah, possibility. Not going to touch my Doge bags. Energies have shifted to other projects. I know. I mean, that's why I bought Nura, right? I was like, I got to do something, right? And I was like, haven't done anything on Uniswap before. Found this thing. At the time, you could only buy it by trading ETH, swapping ETH for it. It wasn't on any of exchanges yet. So I was like, I'm going to try that. And it's worked out pretty well so far. This morning, could have taken profit right up there. But it is what it is. You're holding around 30,000 Doge. Don't know if the alt season will really come. Yeah, JJ, I get it. I get it. That's the uncertainty, right? I feel positive about the fall, but that's me. Does buying stocks on Robinhood affect the price? Yes. Stocks are not like crypto on Robinhood. You can buy and sell gazillion crypto on Robinhood. It has no effect. But stocks do, because they all get routed directly through the system. And so if you buy a crap ton of a stock, the price will go up. And if you sell and dump a crap ton of stock, the price will go down. So it does for stocks, but not the crypto. Hey, John, been watching the heat maps all week. You knew it was going to take out the 103. So did I. Called it. Absolutely. Static reminds everyone to like the stream. Appreciate the likes. Thank you. I feel like just selling a bunch of random swing trades I have, put it all into Doge. I don't know. You're still kind of negative about Dogecoin. So, John, just don't get too emotional about it. That's all I say. All right. Don't get emotional about it. You can't be emotional in your trading. It's like lines on a piece of paper or lines on a screen. You can't get emotional. So, Revo, this depends on what happens, right? How low will Doge go? It depends on the news. Like if US goes to war with Iran, we're 13 cents or lower for Doge. But if it's just this chop, I identified 15.7. 15.7 was my number, and we almost hit it. We got like 15.85 here. So 15.7 might still be in play. So this is Nura, N-U-R-A, Nura Labs. This is a new crypto app for trading and Web3, all sorts of other things. You can check out their website and see what they do. And their token it's an ERC20 token on ETH that just started trading on Wednesday. And so I bought some, mostly because I was bored. I was looking for something to do, and I had ETH. So I just created a Uniswap wallet. I transferred 2 ETH into it, and I bought 4 million, like 4.2 million of these Nura tokens just to see what happens. And I'm up 50% so far in 2 days. That's pretty good, particularly when everything else is in the red. I'm in the green on this trade. I was up about 85% this morning, and then we had a pullback. But I was targeting a 100% gain, so I would trade my 2 ETH then for 4 ETH. Then I'd have 4 ETH. But we're just watching it. So Nura, it's called Nura Labs, and they've got this app for crypto. Happy Friday, Fisher says. You're buying more on the dips. I see 93 now, Donnie. You should buy 20,000 Doge when you hit 20,000 subs. I'll do that. I will do that. I need more subscriptions, though. More subs, too. We need likes and subs. Yes, there's a mobile app for Nura Labs. It's not out on Apple iOS yet, but it is on Google Play for Android. Show you their website here. There it is. There's their app. They're calling it a super wallet. A super wallet. And they've put in like AI into this. So it's embedded with AI. Available on Google Play, coming soon on iOS App Store. So this is Nura Labs. And so the reason I bought this thing when I saw that the token had just started trading was that this isn't one of those meme tokens that like could totally get rugged and whatever. It was just like, this is a real company. So that's why I bought into this. See what happens. I got to make up for my peak losses. So I went with Nura. And so far, doing all right. So you can check that out. It's Nura.gg. Nura.gg is their website. Stuck holding SHIB at 23. Yeah, and it's at 11. Yeah, that's how I am with peak at like at 29 or 28, and now peak is down at 7. That's how much that dropped. That's a long way to get back. I got to do like almost a 4x on peak to get back to my buy price, where you only have to do like a 2x on SHIB to get back to your buy price. Peak was not good. Not good. Anybody else grab the dippity dip? Hey, Luca, how are you? Should I keep buying Doge every month or try something else? So I got to a point where I started like diversifying and buying into some other cryptos, try things out. You learn a lot that way. I don't know. Some of it worked out and some of it didn't. I think in the end, maybe half of what I bought did better than Doge and the other half did worse. So in the end, if I just bought only Doge, probably would have ended up with the same amount of profit, out of everything that I sold back in January. If I had just all gone in Bitcoin instead, back at the end of 2022, I actually would have done better because Bitcoin did do better than Doge in that time period. So you never know. Am I still believing in peak? Well, peak is at an all-time low right now. So if it's going to start moving back up, you'd be better off buying now than when I did. That's for sure. Peak looks more like a trough. Exactly, Isaac. Pretty bad. Pretty bad. Yep, CDC, same thing. Didn't grab the dip, price will go lower. That's kind of what I think too. Normally I would have just bought, but this time I'm just like, I'm going to be patient and I'm going to wait. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe it goes back up. Yeah, Donnie, we're close. The official count here on mine is 96. You have a lot of fintech stocks or fintech cryptos like Aerodrome, things like that, Ondo, those kind of cryptos. Where did I find out about Nora? It's not a stock. It's a crypto. It's a token. I actually found it on CoinMarketCap. Actually, here. It was one of those when I was looking here, and it popped up in trending. So I was looking at the trending coins, and it was in this list. And I was like, I should go take a look at that. So I did. But that's how I found it. Of course, I didn't buy it just because of that. I did my research. I looked at it, saw what the company was, saw what it was doing. Like, what's Ergo? Ergo. Ergo is actually 442. It's a $64 million. But look at that pump. This thing had a pump today. Up 25%. Was up higher earlier in May. I don't know. I just hunt around, see what I find. What I don't do is buy any of those crap tokens that are being shilled everywhere. I don't do that. Better to find the needle in the haystack yourself than to do what other people are shilling, particularly on X. It's like, that's not the place. Not the place. I'm waiting for it to come in, Lucifer. Hasn't come in yet. So Bitcoin's still like 103.5, just hanging out, not moving. Ali Mara, NASDAQ cores, chime. Yeah. The chime one. The chime one didn't do well. Messed up. Doge transfer. I don't know. Waiting. Waiting. Yeah, Donnie, we're still at 97. My other post today here was like Doge price below 16 cents. Ouch, when that happened. We looked at the heat maps earlier, up and down. So the hunting high and low is basically the market makers on Bitcoin took out the shorts and then dipped and took the longs, both high and low. Here was watching the circle. When I took that snapshot, circle was at 230, and I was like, wow. And now it's at over 240. It's like double wow. So that was crazy. National debt, over $37 trillion now. U.S. national debt. Oh. And then we have our friend Gary Gensler, who's talking about Bitcoin, and I was like, what if he has to talk about Doge when the Dogecoin ETFs are approved? Can you imagine Gary Gensler talking about Dogecoin? Can you imagine? The Magic 8-Ball Wizard liked the video. Thank you. We just need one more like. One more like. And Donnie's giving out free memberships. One more like, guys. And Lucifer said he sent me some Doge, but I'm not seeing it. Let me refresh my app here. Yep, still not coming in, dude. 100 likes, Donnie. You got it, dude. Woohoo! You got a confirmation? Ah, there we go. Yeah, the first one came in at 1.3 Doge. How did that happen? 1.3. It's like, oh, that's interesting. But something did come through. All right. Well, let's see if Donnie's going to do the membership thing first. And then we'll have a Dogecoin giveaway. Thanks to our friend Lucifer, who thought the song Little Lies was sung by Stevie Nicks. No. All right, here we go. Donnie. Thank you, sir. Awesome. Isaac. Milkman. Basama. Emor. Alexander. are all now members of the channel. Thank you, Donnie. Love it. Congratulations to the new members. Now you get to use all these fun, cool emojis in the chat. Check them out. These are custom emojis. You will not get these on anybody else's live streams. You're just not going to get that. So check it out. So for you new members, that's what you do. That is what you do. Fill up the chat with your favorite Doge emojis. Aussie's in the house. Hey. Happy Saturday to you. True, DB. They were very dysfunctional. All sleeping together and stuff is just like weird. The stories about them. Okay. California. What a life. What a life. Hey guys, guess what? We're hunting high and low for some Dogecoin giveaways. You know what to do. To be entered, you type Dogecoin in the chat. You type Dogecoin in the chat with a capital D. Pedro, you've been here. I got you. A little busy, but type in Dogecoin in the chat. And, or Nora Labs. Sure, Lucifer. Think you'll get some Nora tokens that way? Free Nora tokens. DB, maybe. You've got a good angle on that. So for those who haven't been here before for the Dogecoin giveaways, I do three drawings, 33 Dogecoin each are given away. If your name comes up as a winner, it's done randomly, right? If your name comes up, you've got a choice. You can accept the Doge, and you can usually just go woohoo, yay, whatever. You have to respond in the chat, right? That you recognize your name came up, because I need to like move on, right? From the first draw and go to the second draw, et cetera, et cetera. Or you can also decide that you enjoyed winning, but you'd also like to see somebody else win, and you can pass it on, and then we redraw for somebody else. So you can choose to do that too, if you want. That's your choice. But if you do win and you want to accept the Dogecoin, you then have to send me an email to chriscrypto@gmail.com. I will put that up on the screen at the end of the draws. And you have to send me your Dogecoin wallet and your YouTube name. So I can just pair them up. And then tonight we'll send you the Dogecoin. So yes, you have to be ready, willing, and able to send me an email. This is how I've done it already with 48 draws, right? And it's worked every time. And I don't give out anybody's real name or email address. I don't I mean, I know some of your guys' real names. Doesn't matter. I quickly forget them, though. I don't remember all that stuff. You only have to put Dogecoin in the chat once. If you put it in multiple times, like Eric B is doing, you still only get one draw. You only get one. And Danny typing backwards is cute, but that doesn't count. It has to be spelled exactly like you see on the screen. But if you want to type Dogecoin in the chat 100 times, you can. It makes the chat look busier. But you don't get more than one entry. Dang. I know, Eric, right? Dang. The giveaway tool here has worked successfully 48 times. Actually, 48 times 3 at least. Sometimes there have been more. So we've done like 150 giveaways or something. It's just like, it's been a lot. Giving away a lot of Doge. Oh, Charlotte is going to play the DB game, right? Thinking the super chat is going to give her a leg up in the giveaway. We'll see whether that works. We'll see. I just have to find my list here. There it is. Open that up. Yeah, this is actually our 48th set of giveaways. I write them all down just to keep track, you know. This is June 20th. And yeah, let's give away some Dogecoin. You guys ready? Christoph, rigged? Everyone send a super chat. Well, so far there have been 3. Christoph, appreciate it. Charlotte, appreciate it. And where was DB? It's up there. And there's DBs as well. Appreciate it, everybody. Oh, the Magic 8 Ball is going for it too. I better win. I need that Lucifer, of course. If you win, Lucifer, it's like, wow. The Magic 8 Ball is in on the game. Yeah, we talked about the earthquake earlier, Christian. I feel bad for the people of Iran. Again, like I said earlier, I don't feel bad about the leadership. I feel bad for the people dealing with stuff. So, no, it's the same earthquake from this morning, Christoph. I think. All right, let's do our first giveaway. Guys, are you ready? Oh, Donnie is doing a little super sticker here too. All right. We will see whether it makes a difference. Does it make a difference? Whether you pay money or not. Does StreamYard care? First draw. Here we go. Here we go. And the first winner is Dopey Gop. Dopey Gop. That's a name I don't know. Dopey? Are you in the house? Oh, there you are. Hi. Congratulations. Congratulations there. Let me open that. Get that ready. That's got my email address on it. Awesome. All right, Dopey. Congratulations. All right. The rigging always plays its part on spin 3, DB says. I know. So far, 1 or 0 for 1 on the bribes. Let's go for a second draw. And the winner is Jake. Jake. You in the house, Jake? 0 for 2 on the bribes. 0 for 2. Oh. Yes. All right, Jake. There's our spin number 2. Got one more chance, everybody. DB says this is the one. Jake from State Farm. Jake from State Farm is in the house. Jake Ryan from 16 Candles. Wow, DB. That's deep. That says a lot about you, doesn't it? Jake. I think that says a lot about you. Oh. Ryan's going to win this time? We'll see. Here's our third draw. Here we go. Not me. Saw my name come up, not the cat. Oh, Ryan, you were so close. You missed it by 1. Zomarshi? Zomarshi. 42. This is very fishy. The cat, going by Magic 8-Ball, says. I know, Ryan, you were so close. Yeah, Zomarshi. Congrats. All right, for you, the 3 winners, here is my email address, KrissCrypto@gmail.com. That's KrissKrypto, KrissCrypto@gmail.com. And send me the email. Oh, Zomarshi's going to pass it on, guys. Very generous of you. Oh, for the other 2, send me an email and make sure that you include your Dogecoin wallet address. Begins with the letter D. It's got to be a D wallet address so that it is on the Dogecoin blockchain, please. Not any of these custom wallet, just Dogecoin D. And your YouTube handle so I can pair them up. Thank you. All right, we're going to do one more. Zomarshi's passing it on. You guys ready? Here we go. DB, you missed it by 1. You lost to Eat My Shorts. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this up. That was awesome. DB loses to Eat My Shorts. Oh, I love it. I love it. Hey, Shorts, you in the house? Are you in the house? Oh my God, that's too funny. It also tells you that bribing me or the giveaway, yeah, it doesn't work. Does it work? Shorts, are you in the house? Yeah, Ryan, 16.4 right there. We drew the line. We went out to the 2-hour chart and we were like, yep, it was support. It was support. Now is resistance. 16.4. Eat My Shorts. Are you in the house still? If you don't fess up, you don't win and we pass it on for you. Kriss. Might be. Hurry, spin again. We give him a chance. We'll do a countdown. All right, eat my shorts. We're going to do a countdown. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, dude. Sorry, shorts. It was kind of funny, though. The DB had to eat the shorts. I know DB, still in the running. All right, we're going to give away again. Here we go. Yeah, you can't be behind on the live stream. You got to be live. Edgar. Hey, Edgar, congratulations. Woohoo. Jake, do you want to pass it on? Wow. Giveaway for US citizens. Nope. All right, Jake is going to pass his on. Let's see whether Edgar's here. You got to be present to win. We're still going to have another drawing as Jake is passing his on. We got to see if Edgar's here. Americans first. James Bond is here. Awesome. Bonds. Yeah. I get it. It looks like we have to pass Edgar's on as well. You can't put your name in to win a giveaway and then leave the chat. You can't do that. You got to stick around because you might actually win. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Edgar, we're going to pass it on. All right, everybody who's still in the draw, get another chance. Here we go. Maybe the cat will win. You never know. Anything can happen. That's why we love this thing. It's Drink and Trade. I know Drink and Trade has won before. Hey, Drink. Oh, you just typed in Dogecoin. Well, you just won. All right, Drink Trade. You got it. What are you drinking? That's what we need to know. That's your alt. Yeah, so now we're going to give away Jake's. Jake is passing it on. Jake is passing it on. All right, one more. Here we go. Here we go. And the winner is Devin. Devin is a frequent winner on the channel. And very generous as well. I know, Devin again. Charlotte, I said I'd never marry again, but it's tempting. For citizenship? For citizenship, you would do that? Oh. Yeah, Davin donated the Doge for our last giveaway. So are you donating the 33 Doge here for a respin? Or do you want this Doge? Having won. You can apply for a green card, but you can marry for citizenship. That gets you citizenship. Davin is passing it on. All right. Marry for Doge. Oh, but it's got to be 1 million Doge, right? You got some people thinking here, Charlotte. You got some people thinking. Withdraw again. Let's go. Art Scholar. Art Scholar, also a frequent winner. Congratulations, Art. Very scholarly. Yeah, Art Scholar is a winner. All right, so we've got Dopey Gop, we got Art Scholar, and we got Drink and Trade. Nobody who bribed won. So now Edgar comes back. Edgar, where were you, dude? You took a time out, dude. Well, Art Scholar, we give it to Edgar. Edgar came back. Yeah, Edgar, you can't leave. So congrats, Edgar. All right, Art, we got it. So for the 3 winners, you need to send me an email, KrissCrypto@gmail.com, KrissKrypto@gmail.com. Include your Dogecoin wallet address and your YouTube handle, because I just got to match it up, because your email address doesn't necessarily match up with your YouTube handle. I need to match up the YouTube handle to the drawing for the giveaway, all blah, 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 blah. And then tonight I'll send you 33 Doge. So send me emails for the 3 winners. Again, that's Dopey Gop, Edgar Gomez, Drink and Trade. So there we go. That was fun. Okay, now we got to catch up with what's going on with Charlotte. What's going on? I can't see the D in my wallet. You're on Coinbase? So Coinbase should give you a wallet when you go to receive. If you want to receive crypto, it'll give you a wallet address, and it should begin with the letter D for Dogecoin. If not, then I highly recommend on your phone going to MyDoge.com and then downloading a MyDoge wallet, either on Google Play or App Store or Chrome Web Store, depending on your phone, how it's configured. And then you get yourself a new Dogecoin wallet, and you can just hold your Doge there. So I recommend that. if you can't figure out Coinbase. Just very easy. MyDoge wallet. You get your seed phrase. It is your Doge then that's in there because it's your wallet, your Doge. It's not just sitting on Coinbase. So I recommend that. So you can try that out. Meanwhile, yeah, see, Dogecoin's kind of still looking weak here. Around town, I've been trying to listen the whole time. I've been trying to listen the whole time. I'm working on the bathroom plumbing upstairs. You love owning a house. Glad you're handy. Yeah. I don't do plumbing work. I hire a plumber for that stuff. I'm not messing around with water. I got you. Drink and trade. I got you. Doge wallet, very nice. Yep. A lot of recommendations for MyDoge. Altcoin handler holders are getting wrecked. Agreed. Dogecoin will hit 15 cents. Yeah, somebody has a limit order down there. That's why you want it too. Oh, Christoph, that's hilarious. The earthquake news. Chris Christie. Oh, Ryan is also saying Doge is going to go to 15 cents and then bounce back up. Yeah, Petruchio, we have fun on this channel. Giving away Doge is also very good. Thank you to our friend Lucifer today. Appreciate it. All winners in your book, Donnie. Oh, is Charlotte just teasing Red Bull? We need a who gets to marry Charlotte raffle. Oh. And that was me thinking nobody wanted me. Who knew, right? Come on a Dogecoin YouTube live stream and we're all friends here, right? We're all friends here. Or a possible business venture, Lucifer says. Yeah. Oh, right. Isn't that what that, like, what's that show called? Like the 90-Day Fiancé, right? You get a K-1 visa and you get 3 months to decide, right? That 90-Day Fiancé, right? Wasn't that? That was the show. But I do like that. I'd marry for Dogecoin. I like that. Keep your eyes on 15 cents. Ha ha ha, very funny. Don't get on my nerves. No. What about a who gets to marry Ryan raffle? The PAX matchmaking channel has begun. So I was wondering what I was going to do on Saturdays, right? Well, now we can like matchmaking Saturdays. Yeah, but with Charlotte, I mean, Leo is going to be listening in, so it's like, yeah, the Doge brides. Almost done. You're a plumber by trade. Hey, I might need your services. Can't wait to crack open that brewski after a good day's work. Nothing better. Nothing better. That is for sure. All right, everybody stop. Take a number. Stand in line. You created a MyDoge? Dopey, you'll love it. You'll absolutely love it. It's only Doge. You can't put Bitcoin on there or anything else. It's just Doge. And they have a version 3 wallet that's going to be coming out later this summer that's going to have all kinds of Web3 and other things on it. It's going to be the next version of like the next big thing in Dogecoin. So we will wait for that. All Eyes on Doge is a peacemaker song. It is.
All eyes on Doge. Big run up to the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big run up to the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Upward movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
And if you like that one, wait till you see what I have in store tomorrow. Wait until you see what I have in store tomorrow. Not only is there a new video, but then there's 3 others just for the fun of it, which won't be the normal ones, but I was playing around with some other things. And we'll be showing them all on Saturday during the KrissPax live stream. So, oh, the sheep bunny got the boot. That's too bad. No, it's not. Oh. Tomorrow, new song, new KrissPax moves. Yes. Tomorrow, the premiere of the new KrissPax movie clip. It's a clip, not a long movie clip. Tomorrow. It's not All Eyes on Doge. It's something else. It's good. You guys are going to love it. You are going to love it. Yeah. Imagine Leo's face. Yeah. So we probably shouldn't do that tomorrow, right, Charlotte? Probably shouldn't. Any sentiments on Pepe? Yeah, Pepe is a swing trading machine. I'm waiting for the next dip. I think with the current dip, possibility of further could be a great buy. Exactly what I'm thinking. Because Pepe, it gained another 0 here, Donnie. So it's now at 0.0000978. If it comes down to like into the 8s, I'm definitely buying this for a swing trade. I'm going to buy some Pepe, and I am going to make this a swing with Pepe. I've been watching this enough. I'm like, okay, I'm pretty confident in that. Actually, 97 is not bad. It dropped down here to about 95 earlier this afternoon, but I think it may go lower, Donnie. So I'm probably gonna buy some of this just to swing trade it. I want to make money this summer. I just don't want to chop around and just be in the same place at the end of the summer. I'm trying to make some money. Popcat, probably the same. Cody, I don't really follow Popcat though, so I haven't been watching it. The Saturday stream, KrissPax gone dating. Oh my God. When I get married, will you perform it live? Oh God. Well, StreamYard does allow you, right, to invite guests in. So yes, we can do that. We can do that. It is possible. Yeah, frowny face. You buy on the dips and then it goes down more. It happens, Ark. I know that. DB, can you make tomorrow's stream? Well, it does become a video on my channel when the stream is over, so you can always watch the replay. Smash the likes. Yeah, it's like a clip, but it's KrissPax. It's KrissPax. tomorrow. And there's going to be 4 of them. There's the main one, and then there's 3 others I was toying with, which are just okay. But the main one, oh, that is good. You might make a piano version of All Eyes on Doge. Interesting. All right. It's not a foot. No feet involved, Christoph. No. I'm not playing that game. Not playing that game. Shiba Inu looks dead. Yeah. If your Pepe buy price is in the 8s. Yeah, so I mean, certainly, I mean, how long do I want to hold it? That's the question. Once you buy it, if you're doing a swing trade, how long do you want to hold it? So, hey, Dopey, I got your email. Edgar, got you as well. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I know, right? He'll be back again. He loves me. He loves me so much. He can't stay away. So he keeps coming back. Yep, your Dogecoin wallet begins with the letter D. You're good. You're good there, Dopey. Gotcha. I know, right? What can I say? I attract all kinds, I guess. It's like you got to get a new email. You got to create a new email address and then do the YouTube thing just so you can come back in again. It's like, and then he gets banned again. So then he's got to create another email address and another YouTube channel. It's all about the foot, isn't it? It's all about the foot. I think Charlotte has foot fetish, actually. I was doing yard work, looked at Megal at $1.26 and thought I would buy after work. Woke up a few days later to the $3 thing. Yeah. And it's not looking like it's going to go back down there anytime soon. So it's not looking like it. So we wait. We wait on the Megal. It's now at $1.72. Yeah, it kind of got back at this $1.70 line and just has stayed up here for the past few days. So it's kind of just staying up here. But we wait and we be patient. And that's how I am with these dips on these cryptos, just being patient. You're hoping to see the foot again one day. Oh, man. And she has a Pax cat derangement syndrome as well. Oh, too funny. Too funny. So what are we thinking tonight, everybody? Doge looking kind of weak. A little bit bigger of a dip. Same with Megal. Come on, Megal. I know, right, aesthetic? Come on, Megal. Let's go down. Tacos. Well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow's live stream. Do something a little different. We'll see how it goes. It'll be a Saturday. Probably won't be much going on. So Lady boys? Who's talking about lady boys? Who's talking about lady boys? Amsterdam, not really a taco type of place. Yeah, it'd probably kind of be hard to find tacos there. You can find other things there, just not tacos. Oh, we need to see a turn soon. Neuralabs is curling back up. Lucifer, it's curling back up. We're in the 18s now. We've got some buying coming back in. Venus is fine, Lucifer. It's farther than the moon, so I'll take it. I don't know how long to hold this thing, though. You think once it starts running, it may just keep going? What's your plan? You're going to take profit to the 100 million. You're waiting for the full. Wow. So what is that? 1 penny for Nora? Yeah, that's 1 penny. That'd be a big run. Neuralabs, the Nora token. Well, I got 4.2 million of these things. So if it goes to a penny, I'd be happy. That's a lot of ETH. You're going to hold it till October, Lucifer? See what happens? He just got the boot. I didn't see he came in here, but booted again. Can't get enough of me. Mm-mm-mm. 300x. Wow. Big dreams on that one. Eric is still on the no dips in July and August. I don't know, dude. I'm kind of thinking we're going to see dips. Yeah, Charlotte, he did. Basically, yeah. Unbelievable. The trolls are just kind of ridiculous. Totally ridiculous. In October, we will either be at a bottom or the top will have already passed. I don't know what you're drinking there, Eric, but nobody thinks that. But you. That guy can't even predict the present. So, yeah. Yep, aesthetic. I'm thinking the same thing. And if Trump says he's going to give them another 2 weeks, that means it's 2 more weeks with this thing hanging over our head, which takes us into the first week of July. Just time for another dip. Amazing how that happens. Mark my words. On June 20th, Kriss said, funny how that happens. Beginning of July, right near the first week of July, there's going to be a dip in Dogecoin. Funny how that happens. Okay, gang. Hey, all right. I got to go get dinner. Join tomorrow, Saturday, for an epic KrissPax live stream. That will be fun because we're going to talk about a bunch of other stuff and not have the charts on. We're going to do other things. So we're going to try that tomorrow. Now, if the price is going crazy of crypto or anything like that, we will check in on it, but it's not the major theme of the live stream on Saturday. All right. The lady boy, the Manchester lady boy. That's awesome. See you, dude. She's a dude. Oh, that's so funny. Good night, dudes and dudesses. The dude looks like a lady. Oh my God. Oh, that's so funny. I know, Lucifer, right? There'll be even more people that want some of that, right? Oh my God. Too funny, too funny. All right, gang. Hey, everyone have a great night. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.